My Wi-Fi went out briefly, so show you the data terrorist bill. I got 4 bills coming today, but 2 of them were data terrorist related. And the other two are gonna be talking about the usual daily time I talk about in all industries here later on. They'll be later on during the day and the evening. I'm still, if I'm not still, but most likely still playing on PS4 by then. The count the Series S continues to be the way. So show you the data terrorist content, well the game industry content, and show you part 2 of the bill, but that one might be longer than part 1 by the way. So let's get to it here. Pull it up right now. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, guys, here we go. Get to the video here. PlayStation 1. This is when Sony was in their prime. Then, as of now, I don't know in this industry because Sony still has nothing. Counting me to get Series S continues. The first PlayStation was launched in 19. I was just 6, me and them, I was just 6 months old. It was on about 3D graphics turned Sony into a gaming giant. That was then. As of now, they're not the gaming giant they once was. Years later, nostalgia's gone. I'm gonna have to get Series S now. Use my Microsoft one to get those easy independent games, and then buy Chibi 1 and 2 and 3 enhanced, Planet Champion, Black Ops 6 Rating, Final Director's Cut, and yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and I'll have everything but what the other games come to my good service. Again, in other games, obviously if I have the Microsoft points remaining, get anything else, and then get everything else on sale, but either way. PlayStation 2 released in 2000 in the gold market and the best gaming console in gaming history. Then, as of now, for the PS5, no. PS2 is still the best console, followed by the Wii. The Wii is more superior. And those are decade-long consoles, and the Wii U, despite having financial issues, Wii U had more exclusives and games than Diamante and Joseph. Either way. Getting served. I told you I'm still getting served because Sony still has nothing. But Jim Ryan's still gone, Bubba. And that's a y'all problem, not a me problem. That he's out of this industry. PlayStation Portal was released in 2004. But console to evolve. I actually had the PSP then. But my cousin, some behind friend, brought me for it. Granddad White gave me that PSP, and then simple behind friend brought me for it. Aunt told me either way, anyways. PlayStation released in 2004, and that's when I got PS1. And that's about 360 in 2004, 2005, but then it was pawned by my family member. Don't know why it was pawned though, but either way, she didn't want me to have it, but either way. She got both of those as Christmas gift, but either way, anyways. PlayStation released in 2004, brought consoles into portable format with a great, whatever that word said, but either way. PlayStation 2 is still the second best console behind the Wii. In the Wii U, despite its issues, financial issues on the Wii was still the GOAT console, followed by the DS. Either way, anyways. 2009, 2010, that's when game was in its prime then. As of now, for Sony, I don't know what to say to Sony as I'm nostalgia's gone. For Sony told me I had to get Series S. I've been loyal to Sony for 30 years. It's time for me to be loyal to Microsoft for the next minute, 2+ decades or less. But either way, anyways. 2011 PSP and PSP Vita. Launched in 2011, sought to continue source pulled by with a bench and technology touchscreen. Hey Blacker, YGT with the super chat, what's up? Hey Blacker, YGT with the super chat, hi, what's up? anyways. 2012. This is when game was in its athletic prime then. It might have been a show of myself then, but I was on different meds then, but either way. Totally modern, Sony still has nothing. PS4 launched in 2000 and established as those thanks to its power and game killer. But here's the funny thing about that though. PS5 is being carried by the PS4 generation because the short should have kept those games that we obviously brought on the PS4 as far as the character creation games count so count. They short just have to on PS4 only instead of letting it go to PS5 pretty much. But you already know why Sony did that because Sony was being petty right there as I told them on the adjustment on that. Y'all got nothing on me right now. Anyways. And data doesn't lie why Sony has fucked up this generation. Again, for this year. They've been inconsistent. And then Jim Ron's been gone for almost 3 years now. And I told them on that, so y'all problem, not a me problem, for us at management. Because our management and messaging is terrible. Because Jim Ryan's been gone for 3 years. He left this week, which was almost 3 years ago today when he left in the end of March. He retired. If he didn't retire, otherwise he was fired. But either way, he was retired. He retired since. He's been retired ever since. Not the way he wanted to retire because they forced him out. Otherwise, he would have been fired either way. 2015, 2016, 2014, 2015, 15, 16, and 17. PS5 being carried by the PS4 falls to third parties. Like I told him, I got nothing. Data doesn't lie. Data doesn't lie. False, but data doesn't lie. If you saw my bills from January to February, data doesn't lie. Data doesn't lie. So I'm not liking this right now. I said, bug it over. You got nothing. No bullet point. No more Soul Light games for you. No more remakes for you as well. As far as the Dynasty Warrior games, they were supposed to be remade and remastered. And then 2019, 2020, yeah. Mr. Francis ain't dead. Bond, the wannabe goat. And a hypocrite goat at that. Either way, anyways. PlayStation 2 is still the best-selling console of all time. And Joe won't admit to that. The Wii was the better console for Nintendo, followed by the DS. And then the PlayStation 2 was right behind it. And 3 was probably a close third if you're talking about the overall deal, if I can find a bill for that too, pun intended here. PS5 is 7th on that list. Like I said before, you saw my data to as well from January, Sony is not, PS5 is not the GOAT. Most people would say they are and they're not. Data doesn't lie. Data doesn't lie here, man. Or said I answer that there. PlayStation 4 right behind it. See what I mean? PS5 being carried by the PS4 generation because all these cross-gen games. And then it hasn't paid off as their money had because Sony's been trying to money hack games and they can't do it. And they don't have the financial to money hack now. As of now, they don't. PS2, as you see, PS2 is the GOAT console, PS4 is the second GOAT console, PlayStation 1 the third GOAT console, PlayStation 4 the second GOAT console, PlayStation 1 the GOAT console, the third GOAT console, PlayStation 3, the fifth GOAT console, PlayStation 5, the fourth GOAT console, well, as you know, PlayStation 5, the fifth GOAT console, PlayStation, the sixth GOAT, PSP, and in the top 10. But either way, PS2 was the best selling console. The Wii was more superior. As I told him, y'all got nothing on me right now. Joseph told Joseph, y'all got nothing on me right. Data doesn't lie. Data doesn't lie. Hey, Forrest friend with the super chat. What's up? What's up? Either way, anyways, data doesn't lie here. Now, as I told him on before, pretty much this 3-minute bill. So let's get to it here. Anyways. Data doesn't lie, Joseph. Y'all got nothing on me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not liking it, bro. Everyone says Sony has nothing, bro. What else you want to tell you? As I told you before, getting serious, we're going to go different paths, bro, because Sony still has nothing. And the studio had no first-party input, and that more ring game, that's second party, not third party. Tekken's second party because owned by Kojima. And Marvel, but either way, best-selling console for all time from 1985 to 2026. Either way. Channel. Either way, let's get to it. It's a 3-minute video, but anyways. Best selling console of all time. Called back from 1985 all the way up until now. Y'all niggas got nothing on me in the game, as I told them all that. And Joe, I got nothing on me. Data doesn't lie. You know about all these data channels on these frontiers. Data doesn't lie. Why Sony has not panned out this generation. It's stagnated. On Sony's lack of first party, as I told them, I'm going to say that's not important. It is important. And then Jim Ryan's been gone for 3 years, but that is important too. That's a big loss because he retired. Otherwise, he was fired. If he didn't retire, he was fired. He was separated. That nigga's got nothing on me in the game industry. I told him I don't want to hear from you right now on that. The Sony still has nothing. You keep defending him, I'm going to sell him. Oh, yeah, right. Still got nothing. And then you keep defending him like they're the best thing in the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't want to hear that, damn. I don't want to hear that. Either way, anyways. PS2 is still the best selling console of all time, followed by PlayStation 1. And then the DS, like I said, told you the DS. Told you. And I had the DS. Then I had the 2DS. Or the 3DS, but either way. And the 4DS is out as of now, but either way. DS was right behind it. And then the Wii's coming up, it's rising up, but either way. PS4 is slowly rising up, and then it's NES, the console that John had, 60,000 million units even. Then the Switch 1's about to come out, it's about to rise up. Either way. Anyways. DS is right behind it. If the DS keeps getting brought out, the DS will be the #1 console in terms of Nintendo won this generation. Justin, damn all day. Switch 1, which my cousin Bray has, but either way. PS4 right behind it. Switch 1 is a close third. And then PS5 all the way at the bottom. Well, it's rising up. It's above it, the 360 and the PS3, but either way. Nintendo and PS2 are the best consoles of all time. PS5's in the top 5. As I told them all the way, y'all got nothing on me to give. Y'all got no ammunition. I don't even say I'm not like it. So they don't get over it, but you got nothing. No soul like games. And the Switch just surpassed the PS2. The Switch 1. Told you. And damn if I wasn't right. The Nintendo dominated Sony for that whole generation. Damn if I wasn't right. Because Sony still has nothing to do with it. You keep defending what they do. And then Jim Ryan's still been gone for 3 years, almost 4 years now. Because he left in 2023. Either way, he retired in 2020. Otherwise, he was fired, if not retired. He would have been fired, but he retired instead, which was smart because otherwise he was fired if he had stood in office. Nintendo Switch was the best console of all time. Nintendo Switch 1. So when I heard Joe say Nintendo was not the greatest console of all time, you can't say Nintendo was overrated because you can't even say Microsoft overrated because our new regime is doing better than Sony. What about your regime, Joseph? Damn, there's nowhere to be found. Because Herman also taking some backlash now. And Jeff Control can't keep his mouth shut in the gaming industry because he keeps running his mouth. Be glad he's gone from the game. I'd be so glad when he's gone, either retired or resigned, whatever how that happens. But he resigns from the game, or to retire from the game. I'm not surprised there. He deserves to retire or resign because man, he has been a moron ever since he's been there. I hate him. I might like him, but I hate him more than you. Hate him more than you like him. But either way, you like him. But either way. Anyways. And PS5's 6 on that list. PS4 and PS2 has outdone PS5. And PS5's been carried by PS4. As I told them on the jokes before, y'all don't listen. Y'all niggas don't listen. Either way, anyways. Best-selling console from the Gen X generation all the way up until now. The bill's coming out, just waiting for this ad to go away. But anyways. Best-selling console from 1972 all the way up until now. Depending on the Bill Gates, the magnifies obviously marketed the birth of home console brought Bill Gates into the home for the first time. Simple technology, while sound complex, paved the way for the entire industry that followed. Yup. Then Atari, Pong, and then tennis burst onto the scene. And then the Coexo Tessazar. Then Impact Tennis. And then Color TV 15, Color TV Game 6, Atari 2600, Channel F, Impact Tennis, Channel F, Atari Pong. Were the first consoles set with the golden era, because that was the Gen X generation. The first consoles that zombies had back in that generation, when they were kids then. Nintendo Game & Watch, let's not forget about that either. Justin down, that nigga's got nothing on me right now. Because we know what's going on. And Demon and Joe want to make their third party. And all the other errors that I just mentioned, all the bills that I made from last year, all the errors I'm doing, count getting consoles pre-owned. Count my Series S pre-owned playing Nintendo. Got a lot of Microsoft points by those independent games. Or to play anyway independent games. And then use my cash to get the other ones, the underwater ones. But either way. Covering Pod Director's Cup, Black Ops 6, Final Champion, Shooting 1 and 2, 3 Enhanced, and Raid Pod Director's Cup, Black Ops 6, Final Champion. I have everything. Let the other games come to my subscription. I have way more to play than them all from a backbox standpoint. On Series S than that PS5. PS5 has nothing false. The discless ones won the generation. If you know about the digital library, you know some PS5 games are getting delisted from here to time to time. But either way, anyways. Nintendo Game & Watch, family NES system. Nintendo saves gaming, like I said before. Nintendo saves Sony because Sony still has nothing. Nintendo dominated Sony in this era. But going back from my generation, the sound generation, pun intended. Had the Game Boy, yes I did when I was 5 years old. Game Boy Advance in color. Yes I did. It's going to be a long bill, almost 30-minute bill, probably 35 minutes if I can show the other ones. The other ones for the data table is going to be longer than anticipated. But either way, Nintendo Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Only by Sega went third party because of financial issues. For my Uncle John told me, so either way. Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo Air. For though I haven't that game on my PS since the Nintendo 64 about the PR. It's spelled with PA, either way. PlayStation 1 was ascending still then. Sega Game Gear, ColecoVision, Nintendo Super Nintendo 64. The PlayStation revolutionized gaming, but as of now, they have really ruined gaming on their end. Policy management and messaging. Microsoft's been much better ever since Office Drama stepped in office. Unlike Jim Ryan, who's gone still, Joseph and Y'all niggas got nothing on me right now. Sega Dreamcast, but you don't know why Sega went third party because of financial issues. PlayStation 2, Sega Saturn, Sega Master System. The unbeatable console PS2, as I told Joseph and Diamond, it's been PS5 being carried by the PS4 generation. Diamond and Joe won't admit to that. But you know I'm right, you know I'm right. But you know I'm right. I'm not wrong. So you want to lie then in the game industry? Because Sony's really fucked up this generation. And Microsoft really just ruined y'all. Nintendo just dominated y'all for that whole generation. Go back from both my generations of Simon Millennial and go back from John Lee's first Gen X and Boom generation. So I don't want to hear from Diamond on that either. $100 go for the console. This was going on. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Sony still has nothing. When I get that serious, you got nothing to say to me. The Wii changed the game. It has revolutionized what remote play is all about. And then the DS is very dominated in that generation. Yes, sir. As you see in the background. Either way. PS3 redefined graphics, but then it fought like a motherfucker. Cause that orange light of death. Cause their prices, like I told you in the previous data table, $800 for that 320 gigabyte. The 250 gigabyte was $600. The 160 gigabyte was $350, and the 120 gigabyte was almost $300, and then the 80 gigabyte was almost $400. Then the 500 gigabyte on the max half a terabyte was almost $900. As I told you before, orange light of death because of that. PlayStation 4 dominated the PS5, as I told you before. Title and streaming has become a master much better than PS5, because PS5 still has nothing other than cross-gen for us, the independent games, the easy button game. As I told Diamond, y'all niggas got nothing on me right now. In 2020, Mr. Francis ain't dead. Ron the wannabe goat, you know? In jail, the wannabe June water, for good reason. He's in Draymond said, yeah, you think about Judas, well, shut it, jail. Didn't I answer that? You was good when you talked to in Earth here. What about Uranus and Saturn, and then of Earth, what about Venus and Mercury? So shut it, jail. Didn't I answer that opinion there? Nintendo Switch dominated that generation. Nintendo DS dominated the PS2 generation, but the new era, yeah, but them all of it, Sony still has nothing. And Microsoft got outlasted Tekken, to be honest. You know what I mean, indeed. Nintendo Switch is right behind Nintendo DS, PS2 with the best console of all time, and the Wii's 8th on that list. Gotta find out. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Gotta find the other one, obviously. Let's see here. Oh, that's it. Okay, just trying to find the other. Okay, here. I'm looking for. Oh, this is a new channel, small channel. Okay, here. Let's see. Okay. Put it up in the part 2 of the video. No, just showing. That'll be part 2 of the video. Once I show part 2 of the video, I'm just pulling it up right now. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Wait, I think I already saw this one. Hold up, give me a second here. Okay, saw that one. Here we go. This one bill's gonna be about 30 plus minutes, so either way.
Video games from the small niche subculture.
Uh-huh.
Biggest entertainment media in the world.
So the bill might be 35 minutes or more. Probably 40 minutes because this one's almost 30 minutes, so either way.
From the massive failure that was E.T. in the 80s,
Yes, sir.
Donkey
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
90s, and the modern cinematic experiences of GTA and Call of Duty today.
And Sonic today.
Expensive video games ever made.
Going back from John Armiste's generation, the sound generation, Memorial Judge on mine. So here we go, Bill is 20 minutes long, so it's going to take a minute to get through this.
Released in Japan in
1989.
for the Famicom or NES, it was the third mainline title in the Mario.
This bill's going to be about 30 or 40 minutes. Most likely this bill, well, the bill is probably just 30 minutes, so the bill might go to 45 minutes if I can get my outro through. But either way, anyways.
Was poured into it. Only a relatively small slice of the total budget actually went into development.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this whole thing. We'll see what's the most expensive. I'll just skip through it. So the number one overall most selling game of all time is Grand Theft Auto, followed by Monopoly. Yes, I played Monopoly Plus. I had to buy that game on sale, the double bundle Monopoly Plus double bundle. Two that be on sale. I don't got that on my plus console store playlist, but my watch list. But most I'll buy that again on Series S. Either way, Genshin Impact, the game that Breeze playing, the third most wealthiest Cold War, the fourth most wealthiest Modern Warfare in 2019. Mr. Francis ain't dead. LeBron, the wannabe GOAT. For me, I'll tell you what the undisputed GOAT of all time. LeBron, the wannabe GOAT. And JL, the wannabe Jim Warner. The wannabe a lot of things with Jim Wannabe, the way, anyways. Mine's the sixth most expensive game from that era, and then Black Ops 3, and then Cyberpunk 2077, then Battlefield 6, Game of the Year from a while ago, and and I think there's another game. I think it's Battlefield 5 right behind it, 300 mil. But either way, Grand Theft Auto is the most popular game of all time, but it's the most expensive game because Rockstar games. Either way, anyways. Wait for this ad to go and follow this data channel. But either way, anyways. So what you think of the data bill, guys, so far? Part 2 is coming over this bill, but this one we will add to something else, pretty much. That's it, man. Damn ads. Either way. So much for that video, but either way. Let's see. Show this short, obviously. Anyways. Top 10 best-selling console units of all time. PS2 still in, followed by DS and Switch 1. PS4 right behind it. PS1, PS5 on that list, nowhere to be found. The games are stagnated, like I said before. Okay, here. Let's see. Okay, guys. Thought this bill was gonna be 40 minutes, but the other one took too long to go through. Okay, guys. Show you part 2 of the day of TOS videos after this part 1, obviously. Give you my you notify me on all my YouTubes. I told you in the video yesterday. Notify me on IG. Notify me on PSN and on Series Alpha 4859 Retro 54 on Series S. Notify me on PS4. Extra Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Super Duo 4. Once again, Hishi 4, Super Intensity 4, and Hishi Hut 5. All 6 of my PSNs. Couldn't when I resurrected either way, but I had to change those 2 consoles PSN other PSN soon. I get the later talks on Hishi Hut 5, the Cyberpunk talks soon, but either way. Okay, guys, end the video right there. I wanted to make it the video 30 minutes, but because the video was 30 minutes, I skipped through it. But you saw what the most wealthiest game was for, as of now. So you saw part 1. This is part 2 coming up in a few seconds, guys. Yeah. Stay tuned. Part 2 coming up in a few seconds. Deuces.